What's up, everybody? Let's go. Whoa. We're going down the gutter. Let's get after it. So, I'm actually on Twitter Spaces, so I'm gonna route in some audio now, and it'll get kind of messed up. Like there'll be a delay, but I wanted to share this. I'm trying to get good at this game. Maybe I can make a little money with it. Even we will see. So let me switch over the sound. It might be a little loud.
Twitter Spaces ain't for you. Find what's for you and do that.
How do I?
Profits, you good?
Let's see. Can I listen here?
So, yeah, real quick. So, I want to throw something out there that people brought up. That's very important. Spaces are channels. Everybody tunes into different channels.
Now.
There's certain channels that I only like to tune in the morning on Spaces. There's certain channels that
I'm just gonna mute this.
I only will tune into at night on Twitter Spaces. If you are a creator, if you're a host, if you're looking to be a host eventually one day, be original. Figure out your intent. Figure out who you are in Web3, who you're looking to be, founder, marketer, mod, whatever it is, and then lead with that. And don't worry about the numbers. Granted, that's ideal. That's normal. I'd be lying to you if I said, obviously, I'm not looking at the growth. But at the same time, if you focus on what you are creating, they will come. That quote, if you build, they will come, is true. Not to be corny, but it's true. I promise you, you'll never piss off or unattract, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the wrong people. The right people will fucking come to you. The right people will gravitate to you. The right people will support you. So I just wanted to throw that out. Jeremy and then Billy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I don't know if it's so, but Floyd's doing great, man. Obviously, holiday market, he runs a business, so he really did make sure that was working. He runs he also came out with Metaverse. He has his passion project, like get the driver, use them together, he's got what they've done. So he and I are working on VCon basically now, like looking to VCon as like where DAO really gets reactivated. Last year, we brought about full into VCon. Like there were people in the community that had tickets that couldn't go, but the access. So calling like myself on DAO basically for the trusted party to make that happen. We got a bunch of people in, so we'll probably we've got 2 tickets to VCon to give away and a 5-minute call with Gary V from one of our holdings. And that's kind of like real quick update on him.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. You can click on this.
Guys, if anyone's playing DooKey Dash or the MacBook Pro, the trackpad, mousepad, whatever you want to call it, doesn't work well with lags and all that. If there's a setting to change that, I'm not playing the game.
Book self. I'll call you after the Facebook.
Faster or whatever. But I do highly recommend having a mouse. Definitely going to the Apple Store to buy a mouse tomorrow, straight up.
Bro, if you're using a trackpad, you're not breaking 100K.
Don't buy the Apple mouse. Don't, because it doesn't have a just buy a regular mouse.
It's sex with a mouse, bro. I'm over here in Chicago. Bro,
Yo, with Chicago, it's an act. With Chicago, it's an act. He's waiting for you to leave, and he's a professional gamer. He's gonna be
bro.
Also, tell him to stop playing on a big ass TV and choose a smaller fucking monitor.
Nah, this is the thing. I think it's
Fuego got a bot ready, bro. Fuego done seen the folder.
I think that's
Hey, you see translation?
I was about to say that.
Listen, guys, I told 6 straight up. Me and 6 were on the phone earlier. I said 6. Me and you have no chance. The board ape, yeah, fucking best gamers.
Bro, if you
don't have a phone. What'd you say, Tom? How's my girl?
Yeah, I was about to say, is your girl playing?
Yeah, it's that people are like hiring. I don't know how possible. If I am, can you take me down and back up?
There was no. They could have played that. I think the whole stuff validating coverage stuff like that. You gotta play the one time. I'm number 1,605. This is how bad.
I'm 160.
Multitasking.
bro,
All
you're
right, I got my
a
mic back in.
30 early.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
They sent me down, so
That was because that was something
Yeah.
that started.
I don't know if I'm really doing good or bad. Honestly, I think I'm doing good.
Your strategy is not how many times you play, how high you score, play the game,
Not really, it's not really hard, but it's like not exactly easy
bro,
either.
I'm gonna
As soon as I started talking about it, I got
personally, besides
cocky.
you, on the
But
stage, unless anyone
Oh,
else
that was
has
my best
dedicated
score.
the
Hell
last
yeah.
20
So
years
that's
of their life to video
top
games, we have
500.
no chance, straight up.
I mean,
Like,
if I had
I
the
can't
if I had
even- in
a
Call of Duty
better
and Fortnite,
ticket, I
can't
wonder where my
even
rank would
walk
be.
sh-
If I did that
walk
run on
straight
a
and
tier
turn
4
the fucking
ticket,
view at the same time, bro. Like, and I
Okay.
tried. Like, I played Fortnite for almost a year
so
straight,
let's see.
and it just
Dang.
doesn't work. It's not for me. Video games is not for me. I'm
232,000.
not a gamer.
Yeah, I'm not
I
even
never
close
thought that
there.
at
But with a
30 years
boost
old,
from
I
a
would
tier
start playing
4,
video games and
oh,
be playing Fortnite
no,
for a
let's
year
see.
every day. So
Oh, there's a big
it's
gap
just
here.
not for me. I'm not
There's a
gonna
really
win.
big gap.
I
Oh, I
already,
see. Well, because yeah, they
conceded.
cut it off.
However, I do think they might
So it
surprise
wouldn't
us with,
quite take me into top 50,
gifts
maybe
for
top
everyone
100.
besides the first place person. So
Interesting.
um,
How can I keep track of that?
Has anyone been buying bonuses?
Bro, fuck
Yeah.
that, bro.
I have, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. I'm trying
Unfortunately,
to
I can't see the Twitter comments. So if you're commenting on Twitter, I'm sorry.
How much are the
I hate
bonuses?
you,
Bro,
yeah.
I'm cool. Like,
But I
they're
am on
$10.
Twitch.
$2 points.
shit gonna
Checking
piss.
in.
It's addictive. Hey,
What's
Books, you know what we talked about earlier?
5
We
people
might be
watching.
wrong
Let's
on
see
that for
it.
the simple fact this
Hey,
game
everybody.
is not for a skilled gamer. It's
Thanks.
something simple, like something that you
I probably
can
can't
get
play
on
this
your
for too
phone,
long.
bro.
Bro,
Like-
they man, they got like T1
But I figured it was a good
internet
idea.
connection from the high school next
Let me
door.
get this volume up.
They're
Yeah.
stealing the internet, like their shit is faster. They
Okay.
got mounts
100K.
that are made out of robots
100K.
and shit. Like there's a gamer,
Like I'm
professional
really
gamer
curious at what point
robot that
the score becomes valuable.
what
And maybe it's hard to
hooked
know
up to their
because
mouse and keyboard playing.
like this is the first time hearing music.
I ain't gonna- These
Oh,
guys got it.
really?
Fuego.
So it's like,
Hey,
wow.
let me just
Bro, let me just get
let me
this
just try to calm it down a little.
whatever that
I wonder how long that last run was.
What's
Yo,
up, fam?
folks, what's going on, man? Chilling.
Am I-
What time is this space running
Today,
till
let me
today?
check with the manager. Give me a minute. Hey,
There we go.
what time is this space running to today?
Bruh, what's up, bro?
The
What's
manager.
going on, mister?
5
What's going on?
p.m., sir.
We don't know when we ending. What's up?
Roger. Hey, so that big ass security space that I made is scheduled for 6:00 p.m. in like an hour. Ledger is giving away a Nano S on the space. You're
Don't
gonna have
ever do
Bulk
that
in
shit
there.
on the stage ever again, homie. That was an awful idea. Yeah,
Yo,
do that
what?
elsewhere, my friend. Go do that at the other
Yeah,
spaces.
I'm fucking flabbergasted at this. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah,
to
matter of
something
fact, Crypto Kumas, I see you down there. We don't bring up project pages. However, between 7:30 and 8 p.m. is when we bring up project pages. So please request at that time. We'd love to hear about your project later on. Jillian, what up?
What's up? How are you guys? I love this conversation, honestly. That was probably the best conversation you guys had here so far. Also, blockchain
Nice.
with the weird lizard thing. He skipped me, so he deserved to get booted. I'm joking, but yeah. Talking about the
Is
content
this game
stuff,
fun?
like
I think it is.
every
Would it be
point
fun
everybody's
if I
making,
didn't
and
know
I
there was
love
like a
what everybody's
prize?
been saying.
I'm not
Honestly,
sure.
I
think
do
that's kind of the
think
point.
that the biggest block for anybody wanting to get into it is also fear of judgment, and also,
I'm glad that this
imposter
conversation about
syndrome.
content
Like a
got
lot of
started.
people have the knowledge, they have the background, they know what they can do, they just don't act on it because they're afraid of judgment, and then they think that everybody's going to call them out as a liar, even though they do know what they're talking about. And I think if we get rid of that fear in some form, or have a supportive ear when we're feeling those things, then you can kind of, probably get into these things and kind of, chase the dream or whatever. When Books was talking and said, we're not judging you for this or judging you for that, like, yeah, of course everybody judges, but if we get
That's where it
rid of
gets
that
tough. We
statement,
hit
like,
stuff
honestly,
and it bounces you
I
around.
since Clubhouse and Spaces, I've never felt judgment from anybody. I think we've all collectively
All right,
come
we're
apart
riding
from something
now.
because of the pandemic, that I feel like
50K,
this space of us
50K
talking
feels
in a
like
bunch of
the first
has been the
leg.
most accepted
Woo!
space that I've ever
Woo!
seen. It's better
a little
than
harder
going
now.
to a party and networking for me. Like,
I think that
from
was
the
pretty good though.
industry, and like, it's nerve-wracking. You kind of got to turn this other version of you on to, like, shake hands and make connections, but it's not like that here. It's just open friendship.
Nice.
So I feel like if a
Nice.
person really wants to be a host
Top
of a space,
1000
or they
feels
want to put out
good.
content, or they want to do something,
I think I'm gonna
all
leave
they
this
have to do to
space
start
and
is
catch
come into a
the-
space, get on stage and speak. Even if you get kicked, even if you say quote unquote something stupid, there are no stupid
Live
questions, as we
stream.
like to say. There are
Nice.
no
There's
stupid
one
statements. If you
person
want to get
playing
trolled, that's
on
a
the
different
live
situation.
stream.
But
Great
I
to
feel
see
like
you.
the more people want to come up and kind of open their voice, they're going to be more comfortable with doing the things that they love as far as content goes. And it's spaces like this that talk about it, where they can listen to it, that kind of helps push that narrative and make people want to do it. So I really love what you guys are doing here. I just wanted to make that statement. That was it.
No, we
All right.
appreciate you, Jillian. Thank you so much.
I wonder if I was
Who do
playing
we
with
have
the tier
next?
2 pass, if it would
Fiat
show my
Fire.
dog
And for
in the
everyone on
sewers.
stage, if you have
That would be
something
cool.
to say, raise your hand. If not, guys, I gotta cycle through because we have right now 44 requests.
Wow, 44 requests? That's pretty crazy.
Hey, Books, how's it going? Thanks for bringing me up. You had mentioned at the top of the show
Ooh,
about
nice
Davos.
legendary
And I just
artifacts out
wanted
the
to,
gate.
give everybody some of my thoughts about some things that I've seen in the news about what's been happening at Davos with crypto.
Technical failure.
If you see news, you'll see
Excuse me.
that there's a
What's up,
really
everybody?
kind
Please
of,
say hello if you're
divergent
watching.
viewpoints on it.
If you have any
Reuters,
suggestions, or if you want to play,
CNBC has called it
we could kind of go back and forth. I think I'll probably do this for another
all of the
half an
kind
hour
of
or so.
downturn has negatively affected the
I do
space.
need some water. I have a water break.
But the
soon.
Boston Globe, Washington Post, and Wall Street Journal have all said that there are even more panels this year, that there's more interest in crypto. It's another year of progress, more interest from world leaders.
Too risky. I played it too risky.
Jamie Dimon was
All
on
right.
CNBC this morning.
You just got to like ease into the flow.
flooding Bitcoin.
100K run. Let's go.
But one of the
I
big
wonder,
themes is that
man, if people are getting 200K, like I think 236 was the high.
Unfortunately,
Franelations is just running at this. Like, he might end up with a key.
Regulators.
I wonder what the
and
high
sort of
score
global banking
will be.
people
What
say,
score will get you
We
the
got to
key?
regulate the space immediately. The head of the European Central Bank Council said that there's an urgent need for non-bank regulation, and what they mean is the exchanges and things like that. Those people appear to be really bullish on crypto in general. But what I'm really concerned about is that if they're the ones who are making that regulation and they have the connections to regulators, they're used to writing legislation and regulation, they will do that. And it would be great to have Chase Bank,
I don't know. There's something to the circles.
But
There's
if they
definitely
do
something
that,
to
they
it.
will
But
probably do that.
I think the more fun you have with the game, the harder it is to like actually get very far in it. I think that might be a
and
real
just
thing.
one more thing is that the Minister of Digital Finance for Ukraine,
This is
Mykola
very interesting what he's
Fedorov,
talking about.
just announced today that Ukraine has enacted some new tax laws that they say will make it the most favorable crypto jurisdiction.
Bro, it's let
in
me
the
explain
world.
what's going on, bro. It's like a war. between Russia, Ukraine, China, America, the United Arab Emirates on who it's a war and a race on who's going to be like this crypto friendly place. Every time Elizabeth Warren, Jerome Powell, or one of these people open their mouth and say something negative about crypto, the next day you'll see Russia passes bill or presents bill to unban crypto. They start talking good about crypto or something bullish for us. It's like a constant back and forth. So whatever they say, they're gonna say it just for whatever country they're favoring to piss off the country that they don't like or whatever it is. So, and I really don't want with Davos, bro, straight up, like this conversation could get very political. I purposely did not go into detail.
It's a nice reset. So, keeps things moving.
I'd appreciate if no one
just one more thing on that book is that, you know, the U.S. has been the global reserve currency, the fiat currency that's dominated the world. And, you know, Russia and China, you know, in Iraq, Brazil, some other countries want to create an alternative global currency. And I think what may happen there is that there's sort of this compromise where crypto bridges the gap, you know.
Decent score.
Bitcoin.
Right. Looks like I'm starting to average closer to 50K.
Which would be fantastic.
I really wish that was the case. If you were to have asked me 5 years ago, if you were to have asked me prior to January 1st, 2020, I would have said yes, man. Crypto is going to bridge the gap. Crypto is going to save the world. Crypto is going to continuously give us all financial freedom. Screw the banks, screw the governments, but now they're involved. I don't see crypto bridging any gaps or saving any world, man. So not now when regulation is here and more corruption comes out.
Well, that was just dumb. That was just dumb. Is the picture any better if the reaction is bigger? What's up? What's up, Elite? Hey, Drofig.
So I'm gonna take it back.
Shout out to everybody.
To the store.
Let me know if this is better.
Cool. I've got my PS4 controller here.
I think you can still see
on my Mac, but it doesn't work. So that's all I got for you. I know there's a way to make this happen. I know this is a cheat. But that's all I got.
You can't just spam the boost. You actually have to time it, otherwise you can get caught.
They probably have like a chip that they insert into their fucking right ear, and via Bluetooth it inserts their mind into the game, and they just turn their head around or move their head around.
What's the prophet's name?
The freaking little submarine moves around and grabs
like Carl the prophet.
All the stuff.
It just says the prophet.
Grab. So again, I really
show you
competition. However, I'm playing.
Stop screaming! Look at the shiny thing. That's the key. Go, go, go. Look at this fun little side profile. And you click start. There's spacebar. See, those things kill you.
I debated testing for Origin, so I do some games.
Use the trackpad, mouse, or finger.
I have it. I have to do where my controllers. Okay. If anybody doesn't want to invest in all of those things but wants to play this game efficiently, a little hack is
there we go.
Like Five Below. If you look at that website, they actually have gamer the mouse and the keyboards and stuff for basically $5, $5 to $10. You can get the cheap, like the cheapest one they have. It's comparative to some of the ones that are like within the $200, $300, $400 range. So if you wanted to invest a couple bucks in that to play the game a little bit more efficiently, it might give you a little bit of an edge. That's all I had to say with that.
Listen, there's also, there's Bluetooth mouse. It's like $100. It's a G502 or some shit. You can't beat that. You're not gonna fucking get a good if you're competitively playing this shit. You're not gonna get a good score with your phone. You're not gonna get a good score with your fucking controller. If you don't have a mouse, you ain't on shit. I'm just giving you guys a heads up for whoever.
Hey, I'm not gonna take your alpha, Mr. Tout. You said that we'd never hit 20,000 with a MacBook mouse. Babe, what was the highest score we hit? 25,800, Mr. Tout.
I said 100K, bro. I said
100K. I thought you said 20 for some reason.
Yo, man, this shit gets intense.
I don't think I'm getting 100K with fucking 5 mouses.
I wonder how many people are actually spending ape on this. I mean,
Jillian,
I wouldn't want to spend any like boost ape.
NB's got some alpha for us.
I thought I was gonna have a good run.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
maybe it's not for just one
You
mod.
want to
Maybe
tell
you can apply
everyone
it to
about your
multiple
virtual
mods.
hug?
Yeah, I found my little Easter egg in the Yuga FAQ. If you send an email and ask to claim the virtual hug, I don't know.
I highly
know.
recommend.
Anything can happen.
Recommend you guys don't spam Yuga's inbox for a virtual hug.
What?
You never know.
What are they talking about?
What up, lab guy? The lab guy, what's up, man?
Hey man, what's up? Sorry about that. Network is coming and going, walking about. I appreciate you all. What a space. Literally dropping alpha constantly. I mean, I probably have learned here more than I've learned for anywhere else. And the fact is, the point that I was raising my hand is just what a genius marketing. Who would have thought we would be playing a game called DooKey Dash? Think about it. Like, what a name. Right? Grown-ass people playing a game called DooKey Dash. Like, I have nothing else to say apart from that. Right? I appreciate you all.
Bro, I'm telling you, if I was to come up to you in 2018 and say, hey, lab guy, in 7 years, you're going to be playing a game called DooKey Dash with Bored Apes, and I explained everything to you, you probably would have called the police on me, dude. So
absolutely,
like this has gotten crazy, guys.
Didn't see it for what it was.
Make sure you don't get wrecked.
See what there is, not what you want to see.
Are gonna rush and go buy stuff just to play the game, and I really don't want you guys to get wrecked. I really, really don't. So I'm
yeah, I mean, it's a really good point. It's like there's no real knowledge about how your score affects your mint, except for if you get the absolute number one spot.
I don't care what you got to say. Every NFT that I can get
you're not getting the
$7
number one
for,
spot. I'm not getting
$70 for, even though I spent thousands on it in the bull market, I'm taking that so I can buy more tier passes books. I don't care what you got to say.
And to talk about how people so yesterday I was in a space and they were kind of bashing the fact that the video game is DooKey Dash. And they were like, grown ass people playing this. I'm like, I know I'm not going to do that. I mean, I don't have time. I'm a Bored Ape. And it's like, okay, fine, whatever. But you know that the creators were gamers. It's all about gamers. They hired people from major games to be in here. So
okay, serious now. 100K. I'd really like to hit 100K before I end.
But as far as it's called DooKey Dash,
15 minutes.
people bashing that. It's like the U.S. is the only area that kind of shuns all those kind of fun conversations. Because in Japan, there's restaurants that literally are dedicated to serving food in a toilet. Like they have poop themed restaurants. Legitimately, we're the only ones that kind of shun that kind of fun situation.
10K.
And yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, again, it's fun. And I think that, and I said this yesterday, in a world where, sex, unattainable beauty, and, violence kind of are number one, it's kind of cool that there's, a company representing fun and pushing that demographic.
Love me legendary.
Than, all the typical stuff.
Well said. Yo, real quick, too, that just reminded me.
Ooh.
I'm in a few different chats, and I'm in an ape chat. It's like a lot of OG apes, too. But one of them, he just said something super key, and FY is like it's not that this matters, but I think it's important for context. But business owner, definitely not a degen, maybe, right? But definitely formal guy. But the point is, he made a really good point. He's like, yo, I fucking minted my pass, made $15,000 on it, decided to sell it because I know I'm not going to play the game. So I'm going to use the money to reinvest back into my business. And then basically pointing out to people that are complaining about the game, this is not about to be some fucking high Call of Duty level. That's not the point. The point of this is experience. This is still new. So the people complaining about
it's also story.
Whatever expectation they had, it's just corny. I think that's so lame to me. We have, I don't know. That in my opinion, I agree with that wholeheartedly. There's only been benefits for holding fucking Yuga assets. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I sound like a Yuga max.
No, but they're building a metaverse. Why wouldn't they have a game? Everybody's complaining about this game, and I don't understand.
That's a good point.
They're building a legitimate metaverse. Metaverses have been, owned by gamers, basically. Like, we've had games where you can have chat rooms and like weren't able to speak, but you did the little text kind of situation, but you were a little PFP walking around talking to your friends playing a video game. So of course they're gonna have a game. I don't know why everybody complains about this.
And this is the kind of game that the mass market plays, like casual mobile gaming, not COD or GTA, like, something that's relatively easy to log in and log out of.
Why do you guys think Candy Crush was so popular amongst like people of all ages, kids, older? Why? Because it's like an easy game you download and you click.
Hey, bro, I got a fun thing too, man. This is, from me, like fucking playing video games half my life. Don't gatekeep people who are actually playing this and enjoying it. Like, seriously, man. And I really mean that, like, I know there's like this weird thing in this space where people are like, oh, fucking nerds, all just playing video games. Like, don't keep gamers, bro.
I got impaled on that one. I wasn't even close.
Motherfuckers enjoy what they're doing. We all got our own dopamine,
Solid.
right? Like, motherfuckers
Still
like
holding top 1,000, but
like playing video games.
It hasn't even been a day.
Like having sex.
I have a feeling 100K is not going to be top 1,000 in even just like 24 hours.
Essence.
No, I agree with that. I like what you just set out, and it's not just about gatekeeping. Like, listen, it's a lot of people that, man, they just get mad when another project is pumping and whatever investment they have is not pumping. So don't be that person. Like, leave that shit in 2022, the fudding other projects. Anyone that tries to FUD someone else, or any project that tries to FUD another project in hopes of building themselves up and getting better, and
doing it
like
wrong.
In the Twitter Spaces world, I'll explain it a little more. So other spaces, if they're not as big as you, or they started before you and you blow up and they don't blow up, they start fighting you and coming at you, like, that's just crazy. They're not going to rug
12 minutes till 1K. Come on.
Isn't going to grow
1K, 100,000K.
because they're coming at you, and like shit like that
100,000K would probably be a winning
on a macro level
100K.
with projects. Like,
that's the goal.
One project is pumping,
and
the
then
projects
by the
that are
time
not
we hit it, we're gonna blast
because
through
you decided to
Once
put
I hit
your money in
100K,
there and not the one
I'm
that's
gonna make
pumping,
it almost to 200.
doesn't mean you should go and FUD it and try to break it down. And even project founders get involved in that shit, where they start FUDing other projects when they should really just be working on their own shit. Like, get your shit together, do what you got to do, focus on you, your community, your project, your development, whatever you got going on, before you go and point fingers and start FUDing other projects. It sucks. Honestly, if I saw a project founder that I'm invested in going and FUDing all day, FUDing other projects and rallying his community to go FUD other projects, I'm probably going to sell and go elsewhere. I'm going to take the loss and keep it moving.
Oof.
That's a turnoff to me. So
think ahead, Jeremy. Think ahead.
It seems like if Yuga Labs is doing something, there's founders, communities.
How's the view?
Like,
we like it any better or worse?
Compare yourself to.
How do we like listening to?
Go look at
Azuki.
You can't
like listening to the show.
Azuki. You can't compare yourself
they
to
like.
Doodles. Like, go look at fucking
they've broke so much like crazy news over the months.
To yours, because like your shit is not hitting, my friend. So just stuff like that's just gotta get left behind in 2022.
But also, it's such a Yuga. I feel like it's a Yuga native community.
All our bad habits and stuff we should have left
so
behind.
So it makes sense to listen to while we play the game.
Shield, you got something to say?
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about what you were speaking about. Like,
yo, I see the Catalina whales down there. Shout out to Catalina whales. They're official.
All right, here it is.
I've been in that
67K has been the top score for me.
I met them in Miami.
Doesn't feel superb in these early
shout out to the
moments.
Whales.
Top 1,000.
Legend.
Yeah, I heard nothing but.
Bro, no,
top
this is the thing, yo.
like
I saw. So it was
score.
like a bunch of cool dudes in Miami at the hotel I was staying at.
But this is fun,
cool
I think there's a point
I
like,
was like, yo, you guys are here for NFTs.
all of these mini games that really pop. There's you're always chasing the dragon. Like,
but what's up, Shield?
You can't get a score and then find the key at the end. That's all gonna come later in videos, animation, storytelling, whatever you guys up to for the next chapter. I will say, I'm like, I wish I owned a pass. I'm not playing on my own pass.
So it's gonna be
but it's really interesting to me. I think they pumped on some of the like as soon as the game went live. I'm curious. I'm not liquid enough
so
to go
I'm
get one right
looking
now,
at the leaderboards and everything right now. The top 30
really
are mostly 90+% are tier 4 tickets. So if you have a tier 2
Oh, yeah, that
or a
makes
tier
sense.
1,
So
I said just play your heart out, but don't expect on, like hitting the top spot just because the way the bonuses are built. It's going to be extremely, extremely, extremely hard to get like.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a good
Shield,
point. It's
I
going
was
to be
thinking about
30%
that,
harder.
and I don't know. This is kind of like the wishful side of me that's like thinking. I feel like every tier is going to get like its own high score, like the high score of tier 2, the high score of tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think might be some kind of rewards based off of that because I don't know. Then again, you can also argue that that's not true because look at the ape coin, how it was dispersed. If you had an ape and a dog, you got 10k ape coin versus I don't know. It's
Let
just
me
speculation.
ask
Who
you
the
guys
fuck
something.
I mean, bro,
Is
look
it
at it this way,
important to
dude.
do both tiers? Like, if you have multiple passes, to do all the play on all of them,
Yeah.
or just on the best
You need
one?
to play on all of them.
Here's how it works. So before every turn, like let's say after you die in your turn, it tells you which pass do you want to play on. So you click on that pass and then start the run. So like every pass, every time you can choose. So let's just say on one of your cards you have a very good score. You don't play on that anymore until you see a score that gets beaten by that, right? So you have multiple things, you can choose which one to play on before you actually go in.
Gotcha. Yeah, it says validate, but should we build up both or all 3 or all 4 based off how many passes we have?
Yeah, you should get your best score on as many
I
tickets
would build
as you
up
can.
all 4. Just so like I said, right? So let's just say the high score is 180,000 right now. Let's say for the first card you got like 150, 160,000. That's already high up there. You don't want to worry about that one right now. Then you move on to the second pass. You try to build that second pass up. You try to maintain all 3 of them. And then whatever the highest one is towards the end, you focus on that one to see if you can push that even higher.
Got you. Yo, Vaughn, what up, fam?
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, it's poppin'. Yo, I got a question about like the
Oh, I was clicking. Oh, that see, that's gonna be the worst when you finally get when you finally are at your all-time high.
Okay,
and the mouse doesn't work. Ooh.
What is the point of like being in like the top tier of like
Does this work?
game, like when it's done or whatever? Like what do you
Maybe I
guys
should do that instead.
It could. So the first play. No, you could explain it better than me, Shield. You go.
Yeah, actually, clicking too
So
much
the pass
confuses
currently,
it. Okay.
it's a pass, but the pass after the game is going to turn into an NFT. And your score, depending on what your score is going to be dependent on how, I don't know if it's the rarity, but there's an aspect of like a differentiation between if the higher your score is, the better your NFT will be, or the more something more will be on that NFT, and it will keep evolving. So the higher your score, the better your chances of a better NFT.
Oh, so like if you have like a tier 4, for example, if you have a tier 4 pass and you get like top 10 or some shit in the game, like your NFT will be like the top rarity of the NFT collection, basically.
Is there certain items we should be going for?
So there's tiers of the fragments.
I feel like I should join this space again and
there is no
tell them what they
strategy
need to
in it.
know.
Like imagine there's an item that
played
ran
a lot.
one time for everyone. Like, you get that item, it's a big deal. Like we got to pay attention, you know?
Yeah. So like there are items like that, but you want to collect all the fragments because the more fragments you have, the rarer.
Let me tell you guys something about Full Stack Vaughn, who was just talking. This guy is not only like my brother, but he's full of shit when it comes to Yuga Labs. Ever since I met him, he says, yo, I'm grabbing an ape, I'm grabbing a mutant, I'm grabbing one this week, blah, 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 blah. Every time he says that, I watch him for that week, and a brand new Azuki pops up every fucking time, yo. This guy ain't into... what is it, yo? He's got Vagabond installed something into this man's like computer and ledger. Like when he goes to buy an ape, it like electrocutes him and forces his finger to go and buy another Azuki.
Yo, I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna, bro. You already know the vibes, bro. You know I fuck with majority of the apes that are cool and shit. Yuga, feel me? Yuga is Gucci. Like you can't fade Yuga. But it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just Azuki got, it's something about Azuki, bro. It's just, they got my heart. And I can't fade that shit.
Nah, man, I appreciate you. Hey, it's whatever your taste is. Like, you like
Everybody's
one
got
project,
taste.
you like it. That's it. It means that's what you're gonna go with. So I respect that. Friendly Bob.
Ooh, Cal bumped me into the pipes.
It's
This
too
is harder
dope.
than it
It's too
looks. I'll be
dope.
honest.
Agree, 100,
This is definitely harder than it
100%.
looks.
That's Bruce Lee.
No. That's no. That's IP, man, bro. That's not Bruce Lee. Friendly Bob, what up?
Just pinned up a bunch of stuff. I mean, we kind of got the golden ticket with these things. They're going to evolve into something once, twice, 3 times, maybe 4 times if you're lucky, if you have your dog. But I also put up the percentages on boosted / non-boosted. And, it is a huge difference, on that tier 4. You're looking at 45% extra bonus on your score when you spend the extra $10. So pretty wild, this whole thing, a lot of excitement. And let's see, looks like Gary the Prophet dog licked a toad.
I appreciate you, fam.
Dude, Machi's number
Gary
15
the dog
already,
licked
bro.
What?
Oh, he has a crew of people playing. He's got like 30 people playing for him right now.
Hey, Lenster, do you have anything to say, Lenster?
Yo, what's up, guys? Does my mic?
It sounds good,
I don't
bro.
wanna sound like a idiot.
My connection.
You sound far away.
I wanted to I reached my hand because I wanted to talk about when you guys were talking about the other side and what all of this is probably going to lead to. I don't know if you guys ever seen like NoPixel on like Twitch and seen like the players play NoPixel, but that's really where I think this is going to go. And anybody who doesn't like know about it, really look into it. I can like recommend you like viewers to play on Twitch and stuff like that, like just to see them playing and see how in depth they are. But they got their whole economy, their whole
Let's
world
switch it up.
there.
Let's spotlight Yuga. Oh, where'd he
12
go?
hours, and they got designers who design clothes and people who design the interior of the houses and people who build different experiences inside
All right,
of GTA.
689 is my top score.
Like, going around killing people and robbing
One more time.
banks and shit like that, but more like real world like jobs.
Role play.
You know what I mean? Like they're working in a burger shop and they're trying to sell hot dogs on the corner, and some of them are doing like taxi driving, and they just create so much different content just doing that. That it works and it creates a whole world for them inside of NoPixel. And it's one of the most popping, one of the most streamed like metaverse ecosystem. And I don't think enough people in Web3 even look at that or reference that. But I think Yuga definitely tagged into that, and seeing the previews. I don't want to say previews because I don't really know if it's previews, but seeing what Ryder has been doing with the SDKs, you can see that's where they're going, right? Like these guys in NoPixel do like events. They have their own music awards. I mean, I could pin some of the streamers if you want to like the top so people will get a sense. Like anybody who doesn't know what it is, but it's crazy. And I will highly suggest if anybody doesn't understand what you're doing right now, like really look into that.
Bro, these MFers got a whole fucking economy. They got lawyers, they got police, they got actual like fucking employees and bosses that pay their employees. That shit is crazy. When I saw that, and that's like one of actually the main reasons why I fucking
Damn, yo.
Other side's
My
gonna be
girl just got a
absurd.
really high score, and before I finished, it said some error, something went wrong. Please try again.
Yeah,
That's
I
terrible.
just got the same error. But bummer.
Yo, she sounds like a gamer out here, pissed off in the background, bro. She's a real
Dang.
Bro, she hardcore.
Yeah, yo, books.
Oh.
Like,
Too many people trying to play.
No.
She's like,
Excuse
Like,
me.
sometimes I watch her play Fortnite, and I'm like, yo, how you got better, but like, how are you not good yet?
Yep. They're having trouble. All right. Well, that was my half an hour, so I'm going to take that as a cue to go. That was super interesting. Let me shut off this Twitter Spaces so you can hear me better.
Yo,
interesting. I'm super serious. Like if in half an hour I can get a top 1,000 score, I feel like someone's in the market for that. And the better the pass, the better the score. So I might try to get a little good at this, but what's actually really interesting is next up, I'm doing an onboarding at Whatnot. So let's actually take a look at this really quick. I actually haven't signed into my account since I got approved. I've been waiting for weeks and months to get approved, and I now should be able to be a seller. Yep. So I've already applied to sell. I guess maybe they haven't updated it yet. Anyway, I have an onboarding for this. Yeah, I think before you get started, chats. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. So yeah, at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna get a walkthrough of how to use this, which basically allows you to watch a live stream,
because it's
but
like
have
everybody knows what
products
they
available
hit, you know.
on the
And
side.
now you guys could actually go back to the lives and check past lives. You could actually watch the whole live after we're
So
done.
clearly there's a lot going on here, so
18,
I'm
6
not
bounties, let's go.
super familiar yet. This guy's clearly selling cards. He's got his whole system here. I'm thinking I've got a lot of eFriend stuff. I don't have it ready and listed like this, so my next task is really going to be to get all those things in a list, get the photos, description, and all that. But I could see a world in which we're, between streaming this or streaming the Gary Vee game or recording content or doing any number of things, simulcasting on Whatnot to sell some merchandise. And so that you can expect that next week. I have that meeting at 6 right now. So that'll be super fun. I think we'll come back with this. Maybe we'll pop up a little shop. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.